Hello, welcome back to the Sibling Stand. My name is Morticia Melian, and here to my side is...
Wingless Dragon. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so today we are doing another React video called Voices by Derivakat. Tell us more about it, dear sibling.
Yeah, this one's a pretty big request from a lot of people. I think this one specifically is because it was a big organizational project for Derivakat called Project Blade, and it's very thematic in regards to what Technoblade is. Like, there's always this ongoing theme within his character on the Dream SMP, and in general, that he's always surrounded by voices, the voices being his chat, but he uses that as sort of a kind of mechanism for part of his character, and it's always like blood for the blood god, and always the thematic, like, oh, well, if everyone wants me to be an anarchist, then I guess I'm an anarchist. So it's really nice, that kind of way of encompassing his character. And Derivakat basically, from my understanding, has got up to 70 people involved in like this ongoing song that just is associated with so many people to play all these little roles and having just the layers of vocals. If you haven't had the chance to listen to the song, like the previous videos that we've done, we're not going to be playing the music. We recommend and we want the artist to be respected in that regard, so please go listen to the song and then come back. We'll definitely have our opinions on it, but well worth it. The artist who did the art for this video is called DropsteR, another person who's part of the community, very artistic person, but very much in the Minecraft and like Dream SMP type of community. So very impressed with how big the community is in regards to that. Well worth checking that out as well. We'll provide the link below for both Derivakat and DropsteR.
Now, this one definitely has way more beats.
So I've got some opinions I want to bring up a little later.
Sure.
But this is a very ambitious project because like it has a lot of people overlaying themselves at the same time, making sure that it's synchronized properly. Very rock heavy. I would say rock metal heavy.
Well, it seems fitting for the chaos, the blood god.
Yeah, I think it works out. I think it would have been hard to pick this up differently. So like I am impressed with just the level of it overall. The simple animation during the video is really good. But what I think is really cool is you get to see who's singing or who's lending their vocals in the music video. So it's highlighting who's saying what. And it gets at near the end where it's everyone that starts being involved. So I love that aspect of this. Obviously, Derivakat is like the primary vocalist in this, but like obviously when you're the primary vocalist of 69 other people, yeah, your voice still gets overshadowed. So this is definitely like, it's made to be an orchestric vocal type of thing.
Yeah.
It's not designed to be just what can Derivakat provide, but really like the full element of it overall.
Well, I got the impression that basically everyone did their own recordings and they recorded the entire song with their voice. And then after that, whoever edited it just selected the voices that matches up together for certain types of emphasis and sounds. So
I'm very confident that this was something that they actually attempted to do at the same time.
Okay.
Because there's no way you can get 60 people to be in sync that well.
Oh, right. That's true.
I don't want to be your editor if that's what you're asking me to do. Like, no, there's no, like, I have a hard time editing myself. You're gonna do that? No, no thanks. That's nuts. No, I think they found a way to, like, overlap this well enough. I'd be curious as to how it was done, but I'd be very surprised that they weren't listening to themselves at the same time or relatively at the same time.
Yeah.
So, very ambitious, and it's nice. I like the project itself. It's huge. The project itself, called Project Blade, and it was organized by Derivakat, Yuki, and Kiba, and you can see their names popping up. Actually, what's funny is you can see DropsteR.
Yes.
His name is involved. So the artist is actually involved in the vocals as well. So that's super cool. Yeah, this is crazy. I don't know if I would ever be this ambitious. So like good on Derivakat and the whole group to do this. It sounds really good. However,
it's still quite the community collaboration.
Yeah. It's very passionate. It's very big. I'm gonna have to be the evil person though and say like this might have been too ambitious. Really nice. I'm not even dissing the song at all. I think it's really nice and overall it sounds great, but I feel that the polish is missing somewhere. Very minor, almost 17 seconds into the song. One part that seems already off is like there's a snare drum or a snare cymbal part that's just completely off sync. I don't know if this is just me, but like the minute I hear something off sync somewhere, my mind just starts picking up where other things are a little bit off. I think because there's just there's too many elements at the same time. I get the occasional, like, something's off certain cases throughout the song. This is really nitpicking, but the one part that I found that was really substantial was just right at the start, at the 17-second mark. You kind of hear that little offbeat, and that kind of messes with me a little bit. I don't know if that you got the same thing, but like that was my opinion.
I haven't picked that up, but I can relate to certain songs. Like, oh, I forgot the name of the song, but I know there's one popular song by The Republic. They have some kind, one of their drums, they have, I guess, like a squeaky screw in their drum, and their fancy recording picked that up. But apparently only like certain amount of people hear it in the song where other people don't. But I hear it and it throws me off whenever I hear like that squeak in that song. So I don't hear the off sync here, but I can sort of relate where something can just throw you off. But like you said, it's pretty ambitious, so it's still impressive regardless if it's not 100% perfect. But
comments down below if you got that same part. Like if you start listening to the song, when you get to that mark, do you hear that being off or not? I'd be curious if it's just me or if like some people are getting that same point. I didn't read all the comment sections on the Derivakat's thing, so maybe it's already said there, but if there's anyone who's listening to our opinion, I'd be curious about it. Otherwise,
anyway, you're just being a music snob. It's all good.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's part of my thing as well, is that like I do have a bit of like a sensitive ear when it comes to music. I like music, all forms of music, but like if someone has a voice that doesn't sound right, or there's something, an instrument that's not being played right, I pick those up so much more than I should, and it just ruins music for certain songs for me. Not saying that ruined by this song, it's just that because of like for the longest time, like that was sort of my job, is to pick up things that are minute within a crowd of things. So the fact that like my brain just immediately picks those things up is kind of unfortunate.
I like the bit of like, one of us.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, come on, everyone, let's be a voice in Technoblade's brain. One of us. You know, you wanna.
And that's what's cool about this song, is like there's huge amounts of elements regarding a lot of the stuff that Technoblade has done. So like obviously the blade will never die. That's a thing that he says often. Blood for the blood gods is something that has kind of got developed with this chat. Like one of us is another thing that's ongoing with this chat. So like there's a lot of like the elements from that community is put into this. I think Derivakat did a great job in picking up the points that make really what encompasses what Technoblade is. So with that, I think that's amazing.
Yeah. And all of that, and then the rest of the lyrics, it's always been part of his thing, because he has Art of War as part of his thing, like coding that and among other things. But he's also makes references to Warhammer or Warhammer 40k with the blood god and chaos.
Is that what that's from?
Yeah, blood for the blood god is from Warhammer.
Well, that's something new for me. I didn't realize that. I thought it might have just been something that was developed from his chat, but that would make a lot of sense to me.
I mean, he may have went on and started saying it, or other people may have read up, so it became part of his thing. But it has origins to the I forgot. It's one of the chaos gods in Warhammer 40k, like Kor, Kan, something like that. It starts with a K.
There you go. That's something new that I didn't realize. It's awesome. It encompasses a lot of what his character is, so the fact that makes a lot of sense, and it was just like a theme that was taken from somewhere else. So I think that's kind of cool. I like that you brought that up.
Yeah, it's not just him, but he does a lot where he blends different things together. I mean, which also fits with his entire like hog look, which fits into that as well. And talk about the hog look and the image, I also have the impression of Undertales with this art and the hog skull.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if the inspiration in this case was a bit from Sans from Undertale. In this case,
I still have to play that game.
A lot of the times, especially SAD-ist, well, it'll be more of like a pig mask. So like it looks like it's still made of flesh, while in this case, it's like a skull.
Yeah, I just enjoy all the interpretations of the different characters of Dream SMP.
I love that. Yeah, Derivakat and a lot of the artists in the community, especially the ones that she brings up in her music videos, do a great job of this. And I think this was just like a very ambitious project that overall I think is amazing. And I'm impressed that this was even possible to be done. My only gripe is it feels like there's a bit of polish that's still needed. And don't get me wrong, I am in no way capable of that. Like, I'd have to look up things and study and see how to adjust things. It would take me way too long to figure things out, although I'm pretty sure I could figure it out.
And chances are they probably did as much as they could to fix up some of the issues like that. It's just one of them just came out a bit.
Exactly. If that's the most that I've got, where it's just a few things that are there, hey, whoa, 70 people at the same time. Still very impressive. I'm very impressed. It's super cool. I love that there's like the quotes from The Art of War by Sun Tzu.
It's a wonderful book. Everyone should read it.
Everyone should read it. You want to get a job? Read it first. Don't actually apply the things from the book, but it's good to know.
If you join the military, I think it's part of their reading.
I don't know.
At least for U.S. military.
If that is scary.
It's a combination of philosophy and strategic information. Anyway, and it's not just Art of War. He quotes a lot of like philosophers and stuff in other ancient stories.
Oh, Technoblade itself, yes.
He's a knowledgeable one.
He's a very interesting, knowledgeable one who also dropped out of college. Don't drop out of college, kids.
Unless you're a super YouTube star, man, save that for when the career ends.
Oh, interesting. I'm looking at the end credits right now, and it's like written by Derivakat and the Derivakat Twitch chat.
Oh.
I'm wondering if she got the chat involved in like what kind of lyrics should be connected to these things, which again, I think makes sense given like it's exactly what kind of Technoblade would have done, where it's like, oh, like, hey guys, what do you think we should do? And it's a general census of like kill, murder, kill, kill. Like, so I think that's kind of
blood for blood god.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's kind of cool that like there was like that involvement, and then obviously there's the whole project that was organized with all of the 70 people at the same time. Definitely not one that you hear Derivakat clearly. You hear her very faintly with everything else, but very, very crazy project. I'm really happy that this was a suggestion to us, but oh man, why is there little things that like, man, this is so good, except for that part and that part and that part. Damn it. It's like, that's my problem, is like I'll find those little points and then I'll be like, oh no, it's not smooth.
It's A+, but I'm gonna give you A- because of that annoying.
Yeah, basically, it's basically like an A or A- because ambitious project, well done, except little nuances. Again, maybe it's just me. I'd be very curious as to what other people think. Comment down below whether you agree or don't. Appreciate the comments and just let us know what it's about. And if you found that our discussion about the song was fun, don't hesitate to subscribe
and like.
We do want to do bigger ones. There's definitely late August. We're still looking to try to do at some point, which is bigger. It's going to take a lot more time and it's going to be a bigger video. We do have that on our plate, as well as other projects we want to do on our channel. So look forward to that. As always, thank you for listening to us rant for a little bit.
And you guys have really enjoy us ranting about stuff, which was wonderful.
Thank you very much. We'll talk to you guys next time.
Yeah. Take care, everyone. Bye. Meow.